All right, we're back. So I guess it's a month ago now by the time this episode's out. I launched an episode with my friend Sal DiStefano from San Jose, California. He's part of the Mind Pump group. One of my most important interviews I've ever done, because I left that interview and I know you all have benefited from it. I've heard the feedback. It's just been phenomenal. But selfishly, I changed how I do my life on the back end of that interview. I said some things out loud to somebody else that I've never said before. I've never talked about my struggles with disordered eating. I've never talked about, I've worked out for 30 years and I still have always thought I'm screwing this thing up. It turns out I was. I implemented some things right when I got home that have had drastic changes in my life. And one of the most common questions I get from you all is, cool, Delony, you have an hour every morning to do this long workout and you get all your stuff in. I don't have that time. I've got 3 little kids. I'm an over-the-road trucker. I'm a surgeon. I just don't have an hour, like whatever it is. And so I reached out to Sal and the gang and said, hey, you guys have something that I can just tell everybody about? And one of the guys, Adam, one of the Mind Pump guys, said, hang on, just hang on. And then all of a sudden, dude, they launched MAPS 15, which I'm super jazzed about, and I've actually been working on it. And so listen, this is important. This is not a advertisement. They didn't pay me. I called them, okay? There's no hookup here. This is simply me telling you guys that doing the Mind Pump MAPS program helped me. It's helped me become a better dad, helped me become a better husband. It's helped me become a better employee here, helped me become a better citizen, and I'm an advocate of their work. There is no money being exchanged here. I'm not making a cent off of this conversation. What I'm committed to is getting you all things that are going to help you have better lives. And so I called Sal and said, hey, would you be on the show, talk about this new program, tell everybody all about it, because he's smarter than me, and way smarter than me with this stuff. And I wanted to give you guys a ringside seat to this new thing that just hit the marketplace. Sal, you there?
I'm here, John.
What's up, homie? How we doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate the kind words.
You got it. Do I sound bigger and stronger?
You sound great as usual.
Yes. I'm hoping you can hear my musculature. How are things? I heard y'all had an earthquake. Y'all are all good?
We did. We had actually in the middle of a podcast, we had a guest come in from out of state. So it was his first time experiencing an earthquake. Scared him a little bit.
Did y'all, I can just imagine the Mind Pump dudes, y'all just all held hands and flexed real hard and the earth just stood still. Is that how that happened?
No,
you just shut it down?
Freaked out. That's what happened.
Awesome. Okay. So since we've last been in touch, since we last were together in California, I have to tell you, man, the MAPS anabolic has been transformative for me. It's been nothing short of magic, and I've worked out my whole life. It's very special, and I can tell the thoughtful and scientific way y'all put this thing together. This isn't just a cobbled together email. And then y'all have got a new thing out that's going to help the really busy single moms and the cops who don't have much time. And it's going to help what I consider regular human beings. Talk about what you just put out and talk about the benefits and everything about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest challenge by far when it comes to fitness and exercise for most people, okay, so now I'm talking to the average person, is really about consistency. And consistency is the biggest challenge. Lots of people get started with workouts, but it's very hard to do it on a consistent month after month, year after year basis. And one thing that we figured out as trainers, we trained everyday regular people for over 2 decades, was that people were actually more consistent if you gave them short workouts to do every day versus longer workouts to do less frequently. So for example, instead of doing 2, let's say 1-hour workouts a week, 15 minutes every single day, people just found it easier to be consistent. It's easier to find the time. It's you get the ball rolling. You practice this good relationship with exercise on a regular basis. You develop this better relationship faster as a result of that. You don't beat yourself up in the workout, which that tends to be a more challenging relationship to build, is like the pain that you feel from working out. Well, 15 minutes, you tend to feel a little less pain. But it's also just as effective. A lot of people think, well, is this going to be as effective as, going to the gym a few days a week? Yes, it is. It's the same amount of volume, same amount of reps. You're just breaking it up on a daily basis. And when it comes to strength training in particular, all you need to do is send the signal to your body so that it can change. So the actual progress that your body makes with the workout is not in the workout. It's the signaling process, and then it's afterwards when your body's actually starting to adapt and change and get stronger. And then, of course, from that process, you get a faster metabolism, makes it easier for you to get lean and all that stuff. So what we did is we put together a workout program that's 15 minutes a day. It uses a suspension trainer and a pair of dumbbells, so you can literally hang the suspension trainer in your doorway. You got a pair of dumbbells,
like a TRX kind of thing.
Exactly. So
Okay.
TRX would be the brand name
Okay.
Of what a suspension trainer is.
Okay.
And you just jump on there. You do 2 or 3 exercises, and the workouts are all mapped out for you and planned with demos and the whole deal. And you work out. And what we're finding is exactly what we found when we train clients, which is, and this is just people now are messaging us saying, this is the most consistent I've ever been with workouts. My body's changing. I didn't realize that I could get results doing this, something like this. And it's a game changer. And again, if you could solve the consistency issue, you've solved the fitness problem. And that's what we're attempting to do with this. And it's working out pretty well.
Well, let me add another layer to it. I'm not proud of this, but I'm somebody for years who has, if I've got 40 minutes in the morning and my son, who's 12, is getting up to go to school, one day a week we go to breakfast together. But the other days a week, I could be sitting upstairs having breakfast with my son, listening to him talk about his day, how are things going. And I'm always in the basement in the gym working out because I'm going to get my 45 or 50 minutes in. And so you sent me this right before it launched, and I've been utilizing it at home. And it just so happened a month after I got home from California, I signed up and we mapped out, and I'm working on another big book. I've hit the road, follows my busy travel schedule for live events. I'm all over the place. And suddenly I don't have the time. And so here's what this thing has given me. The consistency was less of an issue. And I know that's harder for what I would say average people, but people who aren't psychotic like I am. But this has given me time back with my family, Sal. And it's given me, it's helping me be a better husband and a better dad, because in this wild season I'm in, I don't have an hour that doesn't come at the cost of something that is probably more important existentially. And so I want to say thank you for giving me a program. I'm still sweating, and I'm making it as hard as I can in that 15, 20 minutes that I'm using it. But it's given me the most precious resource I have on the planet that's not renewable, which is time, especially with my little ones, man. So thank you for putting this out there. What are you hearing from people who use this as they're coming back? What are you hearing?
Well, there's two types of people that have been messaging us. The first one is the person that does have the challenges with consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sending us emails saying, I've never been this consistent. It feels like I'm developing a behavior. This is definitely something I can continue long term. And then we have the skeptical, advanced, person who's been working out for a long time, who didn't think that their body would respond training in this particular way. And I'd like to for those people, I'd like to point to the data that we have on Olympic weightlifters and strength athletes. I mean, the Soviets back in the day figured this out, that short, frequent workouts were more effective than long, infrequent workouts, when it came to getting the body to progress. And again, I want to hammer this home. It's not how many calories you burn in the workout. It's not the workout itself that's giving you the value. It's what it does to your body, how it signals that adaptation process. So that's how we program the work. That's how all workouts should be programmed. Really bad workouts are written in ways to make you feel sore and like it's really hard. And you might get results initially, and then you can't figure out why your body plateaued. It's because they don't focus on the adaptation process. It's all about just making you feel like you're getting a good workout in the workout itself. We don't write programs that way. Like I said, we train people for a long time. And for us, it's all about results. And then you said one more thing, John, I'd like to add, which is, and this is such a key thing. Most people don't live to work out. I mean, you could be a fitness fanatic and it could be your job, I guess. But most people want to work out to live better. That's really what it should be all about. And that's how you develop that long-term, forever relationship is, do my workouts give me more time? Do they improve the quality of my life? Do I have more energy? So it's really about improving the quality of your life, not living to work out. And so that's what this program is really all about.
I love it. And I'll speak to those folks who are already go to the gym a lot and they kind of like the old way of doing work. Like I'm the first in and the last out. I was here longer than anybody else and now we all realize, well, golf clap, dude. Congratulations. Like, did you get the job done and how effective were you? I don't care how long you sat there. So some of us get
Right.
our self-esteem boosted a little bit by how long we're in the gym or whatever. I will speak to a this program's written in a way that I can modulate up if I need it to be a little more aggressive, or if I just need to get to blow it out a bit. I can modulate it up. I can no one's stopping me from staying an extra 5 or 10 minutes. And if I do it right and I follow the clock, I leave. I can leave pretty gassed, right? I'm not. I don't feel like I'm skimping on anything. And in fact, there's been a couple of times the last few weeks when I would have just skipped. I would have skipped and I would have gone to work and knocked it out. And I would have gone to work and just skipped for the day. And I went ahead downstairs and knocked it out. So, man, oh man, oh man. Okay, so where do people go get this? Let's back up. Tell them about real quick. Tell them about the maps architecture. Like, what is the program? What is it? Which ones exist? And then tell them where they can go get this Maps 15, the new program.
Yeah. Yeah, so MAPS is an acronym that stands for Muscular Adaptation Programming System. And all of our programs, we kind of create this avatar, and we try to write workout programs that really are the most effective, that require the least amount of work to produce the most amount of results. That's really what it's all about. If you need to dig a hole, why use a spoon when you can use a shovel, right? So trying to make them just as effective as possible with the amount of time that people will spend doing them. So we have a lot of MAPS programs. We have some that are extremely advanced, like if you're like a competitive level bodybuilder or power lifter, or you do obstacle course racing. And then we have programs for total beginners. We have programs like MAPS 15, which is really about tackling that consistency issue, which we think MAPS 15 is going to be the one that, and it's already turning out to be the most popular program that we've ever created.
That's right.
All of these programs, you can find them at mapsfitnessproducts.com. And then you can see the name and you could kind of hover over it and watch the videos and kind of get the explanation as to what the program's about and kind of figure out which one's for you. And there's a chat function there where you can ask somebody if you really need help on figuring out, because the right workout will do the best for the right person. So you want to find the right one for you always.
That's fantastic. Well, on behalf of just regular moms and dads, I want to thank you. Thank you and your whole team for putting this together, for putting it out there. I want to thank you personally for your time this morning. Thank you for the impact you've had on my family, and for putting this stuff in a way that even a guy who thought he knew everything about it I've had a lot to learn and a lot to unlearn, really. And thank you for the continued message you guys are putting out into the world to reshape retake the health and fitness industry, man, and make it digestible and make it actually applicable to people who are hurting out there. I'm really grateful for the work you and your gang are doing.
I appreciate that, John. And I do want to add one thing is it's quite humbling to meet somebody like you. I mean, what you said in the beginning is 100% true. This is not paid sponsorship or advertising. You called us and just really liked what we did and wanted us on your show. And I really don't, I've never really met anybody quite like that. So I appreciate you. Very genuine and honest. And that's just for your audience to know, like, this he's the real deal. He really cares about people. And if he finds value, he wants to pay people back. So you've made impacts on us too, John. So I appreciate it.
I'm grateful, my brother. Stay in school, don't do drugs, all that stuff. And give Justin a hug, 'cause he needs one for sure, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all much. And everybody, MAPS 15, go to mapsfitnessproducts.com. You can go to Mind Pump and scroll down and find it. MAPS 15. If you are stressed, if you are busy, if you are trying to figure out, dude, I want to get into this weight workout thing that Delony's always talking about. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know where to start. I can't think of a better place to send you. Go to MAPS 15. Again, no partnership here. No money's exchanging hands. This is me telling you this has impacted me and my family, and I know it will positively impact you and yours.